Hey, you. Ever tune into native English speakers and it just sounds like a blur, a whoosh of noise?
Oh, totally. It's like, trying to catch smoke or something. Words are in there,
Yeah,
but they're all just mashed together, flying by super fast.
exactly. And honestly, it can feel kind of discouraging. You feel okay with reading, maybe even writing, and then you hear someone talk normally, and it's like, whoa, did my brain just short circuit?
It's such a common feeling, and it actually makes a lot of sense why. That's really what we want to get into today. We're going to try and, decode why fast-spoken English feels like such a hurdle, and more importantly, give you some real practical things you can do, like everyday strategies.
An ear training toolkit, sort
Yeah,
of.
exactly. A workout plan for your ears.
Okay, love that. So the aim here is for you listening to walk away with like clear steps you can actually use right away. No more feeling totally lost in the conversation flow.
Let's do it.
All right. So, first things first. Why is fast English so tricky to catch? What's actually happening?
Well, I think the main thing to get is that fast speech isn't just like slow speech sped up.
Right.
The actual sounds change. The native speakers, we just naturally connect words. Sometimes we drop sounds, we merge them. It's all kind of unconscious.
Like going to turning into gonna, that kind of thing.
Precisely. Or want to becomes wanna. Or even something like, I have got to go might sound like, I gotta go.
Yeah, the sounds just blend.
They do.
Right.
And if you're listening for have and got and to, well, you won't hear them clearly. You hear gotta. It's efficient for us, but, tricky if you learn the words separately.
So it's like training your ear to recognize these new kind of combined sound units.
Exactly. Recognizing the patterns. And then there's rhythm. That's huge in English.
Rhythm. How so?
Well, English is what linguists call a stress-timed language, which basically means we don't give equal time to every syllable. Some words get stressed, they're louder, longer.
The important ones.
Usually, yeah. The content words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, and the little grammar words like to, the a, is, they get squeezed in between. They're often said really quickly, unstressed. Sometimes the vowel sound even changes or disappears.
Ah, okay. So those little words can be really hard to even hear sometimes.
Totally. They get reduced. So if you're trying to catch every single word, you'll struggle because those unstressed ones are just flying by. It's like listening for the main beat in music. You focus on the stressed words to get the core meaning.
That makes sense. You anchor onto the stressed words and piece it together.
Right. And then you've got, all the filler words we use.
Oh, yeah. Like, kinda.
All that stuff. We use it constantly in natural speech just to kind of pause or connect thoughts. But if you haven't encountered them much, they just add another layer of sound to process.
More noise to filter through. And then there's accents.
Oh, absolutely. American, British, Australian, Irish, Scottish, plus all the regional variations within those. And just people talk at different speeds naturally, too.
Right. Someone might naturally talk faster or slower.
Yeah. And one more thing, maybe the biggest. It's the processing time in your brain.
You mean like translating in your head?
Exactly. If you're still translating word for word as you listen, you just can't keep up with the speed of natural speech. It's like trying to read subtitles while the movie's playing at double speed. Native speakers have spent years building up this automatic recognition, no translation step.
Okay, wow. So it's the blended sounds, the stress patterns, filler words, accents, speed variations, and our own brain's processing speed. That's a lot.
It is. It definitely explains why it feels challenging. But the good news is there are absolutely things you can do. Practical strategies.
All right, let's hear them. What's strategy number one?
Okay, this one's maybe more of a mindset shift. You have to be okay with not understanding everything.
Ah, letting go of perfectionism.
Exactly. Develop a tolerance for ambiguity. Don't freeze up when you miss a word. If you get stuck on that one missed word, you'll just miss the next five.
Yeah, you get derailed.
Right. Try to just keep listening. Focus on the overall meaning, the gist. What's the main point here? Your brain's pretty amazing at filling in blanks if it has enough context. Aim for the big picture.
Okay, so relax. Don't panic about every single missed word. Focus on the general idea. Got it. What's next?
Next up, using transcripts or subtitles, but, and this is key, using them smartly.
Okay, what's the smart way? Because it's easy just to read along, right?
That's the temptation. But if your goal is listening improvement, reading along might not be the most effective way.
So what should we do instead?
Listen first. Just listen. No text. Really focus your ears. Try to understand as much as possible from the sound alone.
Okay, like a pure listening challenge first.
Exactly. Then, after you've listened, maybe once or twice, then you look at the transcript or turn on the subtitles.
Ah, so the text becomes like the answer key.
Precisely. You compare what you thought you heard with what was actually said. You identify the specific words or phrases that tripped you up. Oh, that's what "jeet yet" means.
Right. Did you eat yet? Becomes jeet yet. That comparison trains your ear to recognize those connected sounds next time.
Exactly. It's active ear training. Listen first, then check. Like being a sound detective.
Love it. Okay, detective work. Strategy 3.
Back to basics, but crucial. Keep building your vocabulary.
Seems obvious, but yeah.
It really is fundamental. The more words you know, the fewer gaps there are to fill when someone's talking fast. You just have more building blocks.
And reading helps a lot here, right? Encountering words in context.
Definitely. Reading exposes you to a huge range of words, sentence structures.
Yeah.
It all feeds back into your listening comprehension. Keep reading stuff you find interesting.
Good advice. Okay, number 4.
Learn in chunks or phrases, not just isolated words.
Chunks, like common combinations.
Exactly. Native speakers don't process every single word individually. We recognize common groups of words almost like single units, like "how are you doing?" or "what's going on?" or "I don't know."
So our brain just hears "how's it going?" as one thing.
Pretty much. It's way faster than processing "how is it going?"
Yeah.
So pay attention to these chunks when you listen to natural English, TV, movies, conversations. Notice them, maybe even learn them as complete phrases.
Like learning vocabulary, but phrase-level vocabulary.
Yeah, it really helps speed up your mental processing because you're recognizing bigger pieces at once, less decoding needed.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, what's strategy number 5?
This one's about motivation. Listen to stuff you actually find interesting.
Yes. Don't just pick something because you think you should.
Right. If you're bored out of your mind, your brain just isn't going to engage properly. Find podcasts, videos, audiobooks about your hobbies, your interests, sports, cooking, comedy, whatever it is.
Because if you're genuinely interested, you'll try harder to understand.
Exactly. Curiosity is a powerful learning tool. You want to know what they're saying. It makes the effort feel worthwhile, even fun.
Choose engagement over obligation. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last one, number 6.
Consistency. Build a listening routine.
Ah, the power of habit.
Absolutely. Think of it like exercise for your ears. Short, regular sessions are way more effective than one massive, overwhelming session once in a blue moon.
So like 10 or 15 minutes a day is better than 2 hours on a Saturday.
For building intuitive understanding, yes, that regular, consistent exposure helps your brain naturally start to tune into the sounds, the rhythm, the flow of English over time. It becomes more automatic.
Okay, fantastic. These all sound really doable.
Hey.
Let's just quickly recap those 6 strategies.
Sure. So we had number 1, Be okay with not understanding everything, tolerance for ambiguity.
Right. 2. Use transcripts or subtitles smartly. Listen first, then check.
3. Keep building that vocabulary foundation.
4. Learn in chunks and phrases, not just single words.
5. Listen to content you actually find interesting. Keep it engaging.
And 6. Be consistent. Little and often is key.
That's the toolkit.
It really feels like, with these strategies, understanding faster English is achievable. It's not some impossible mountain.
Not at all. It just takes the right approach and, yeah, some consistent effort.
And think about the payoff. Being able to follow conversations more easily, enjoy movies without constantly hitting pause.
Exactly. It just opens up so much more of the English-speaking world. Deeper connections, more enjoyment.
Okay, so here's the challenge for you listening. Pick just one of these strategies to focus on starting today or this week.
Yeah, don't try to do them all at once. Maybe it's finding a 5-minute podcast on a topic you love, or listening to a song and then looking up the lyrics.
Just take that first small step and really pay attention over the coming weeks and months. Notice how things start to shift. That initial blur we talked about, it will start to come into focus.
It really will. Be patient with yourself. Keep at it. You can definitely do this.